welcome to your daily writing habit. If you are writing a book or thinking about it, or maybe you've started writing a book but you need some help getting it done, you are in the right place. Good morning. I'm your host, Christine Whitmarsh. If you're looking for me online, look for Christine Inc., like that stuff we write with. Each day, I'm sharing with you the writing habits I've learned over my 20 years as a ghostwriter, book writing coach, and author. I have found that three things in particular have a huge impact on your success as an author, and these three things have the ability to turn someone who barely even sees themselves as a writer into a published book author. Those three things are writing fundamentals, productivity, and mindset habits. And once again, good morning, everyone. Here today on the show to talk about the value of audience surveys and market research is my guest, Kristen Miles from the company Branded Research. Here's a little bit about Kristen. Kristen leads the Research and Insights Department at Branded Research. Branded Research is a leading audience technology company reimagining the market research industry to uncover deep consumer and B2B insights, all intelligently powered by AI. Branded Research's on-demand data collection platform helps clients gather trusted, forward-looking insights to grow their businesses. Kristen is an experienced insights director who has spent over a decade in consumer insights and market research consulting, advising major brands on how to use research to drive their product development, innovation, and marketing strategies. Prior to joining Branded Research, Kristen worked at Nielsen and Numerator in strategic insights consulting. And welcome to the show, Kristen. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me, and thank you for that warm welcome. I'm excited to be with you this morning.
Awesome. And I'm so glad we were recently connected by a mutual contact, another business colleague who has used your company's awesome services. And for my listeners, I recently enlisted Kristen's research help for an article I wrote on my blog at christine-ink.com about what is keeping people from writing their books. And I had my own subjective ideas from working in the trenches with authors every day for all of these many, many years. But I wanted to get some more objective data and the research that came with that. So that came back to Kristen, and it was very interesting what came back from her and made for a great piece. So I just want to thank you for that, Kristen. So my first question is, what initially attracted you to the field of market research?
Yeah, so I've always been fascinated by people and curious about what makes people tick. And my curiosity led me to the market research field. I wanted to know things like what motivates people? Why do people buy certain products? What drives voting in our elections? How do people react to the shows they're watching on TV and the advertisements they're exposed to? And research really reveals and exposes insight into all of these areas and more. Over the course of my career, I've had the opportunity to conduct research across a wide range of industries and a wide range of topics. Everything from understanding the vehicle features that are most important to new car buyers, to diving into why shoppers switch brands when they're at the grocery store, to determining the buyers for new technology products that haven't hit the market yet. There are always new questions to answer in this field, and I'm constantly learning new things about people. It never gets boring.
That's so funny because a lot of the reasons that you listed for going into market research is why I went into ghostwriting and book coaching. I get the same kind of course, mine are very, anecdotal and subjective research, but I love finding out what makes people tick and what drives fascination with psychology and human behavior. So a lot of the reasons you were saying, I'm just like, hey, that's why I do what I do for a living, which is very different than what you do for a living.
Exactly, but it's every day is different. There's always something new to discover.
Yeah. Very similar. Once again, it's like you're talking about my life. It's so interesting. So in the time you've been in your industry, market research and data and all that, how have you seen the industry evolve over the years?
So technology has really revolutionized the market research industry. So in the last 20 years, market research has shifted from surveys conducted via telephone and mail and in-person interviews to now online and mobile surveys and video-based research. And technology really continues to open up new research methodologies in the industry. So while online surveys and polls still dominate, new methodologies like webcam interview studies and biometric tracking research are really growing in popularity. And COVID lockdowns accelerated the adoption of new technologies in the industry even further. So as people stayed home and we lost the ability to do in-person, face-to-face research, technology and new technologies really helped to fill those gaps. And we've seen that these new methodologies are a win-win. They give our clients at Branded a wider range of insights to better understand the consumer and to help shape their business strategies. But these methodologies are also really exciting experiences for the people who are participating in the research. And we've also seen that technology is making research fast. So studies that used to take us weeks, if not months to complete, we can now turn around in a day, maybe a couple days at most. And that speed really gives our clients the ability to make decisions about their business in real time. They're not waiting around for the insights that they need. But there's still a long way to go. I would say market research has been a bit behind the curve in adopting new technology compared to other industries, but branded research has really been at the consistently been at the forefront of driving innovation in the industry using technology. So we're excited to be at the forefront and continue forward down that path.
And one of the technologies, obviously it's a huge presence on your website. I'll make sure I put all of this information in the show notes, is AI, artificial intelligence. And I'm actually currently working on a ghostwriting project on AI. So that definitely got my attention, a definite area of fascination for me. So can you break down for us in layperson's term the role of artificial intelligence in your company's work?
Yeah, absolutely. So branded research connects real people with opportunities to participate in our clients' research studies. And the quality of the insights that our members, so those people participating in the research, provide is paramount. In most cases, our clients are making multi-million-dollar decisions based on the outcomes of the research they conduct with us. But anytime you're working with real people, the doors open, unfortunately, to fraud or people trying to game the system. So we use AI to eliminate this risk and ensure quality in every data point we provide to our clients. So we have roughly 15,000 new people registered to participate in research with us every day through branded surveys, our research community. And we utilize a range of data points and techniques to predict poor behavior and fraud and remove any bad actors that sign up before they start participating in any of our clients' research studies. It's vital to us that our clients feel confident that the people participating in their studies are real people providing authentic insights and not bots or fraudulent users. And then once people have been vetted and sign up with us, they can jump in and start participating in research studies with us. And then our AI from there is constantly monitoring their responses in the studies they participate in to ensure that they're answering questions accurately, that they're taking their time, and that they're not speeding through surveys. And this really ensures quality results for our clients. So essentially, our AI is providing data quality assurances across all touch points with our members.
That's excellent. And I could go down that rabbit hole all day talking about AI. But what I want to do next is move on to my listeners here on your daily writing habit, authors and aspiring authors. So in your opinion, how could market research and the data your company provides potentially benefit authors? I mean, right off the top of my head, I think it could help them better understand their readers, the target audience of their book, but I'd love to hear your thoughts on how authors could use this sort of data.
Absolutely. Research is a powerful way for authors to identify the target audience for their book and better understand their readers. When initially doing discovery work, research can also be used to gauge readers' interest in a range of topics that an author might be considering writing about. So this type of research can give authors confidence that readers are going to be interested in the topic that they ultimately choose to write their book about. After writing a book, if authors are trying to decide on a title, research can be conducted where people rank their most favorite to least favorite book title options. So in addition to just helping to narrow down the book title, this type of research can also ensure that readers make the connection between the chosen title of a book and the topic of that book. And then once the book is finished, wrapped up, and ready to go to market, research can also be used to develop a marketing plan to ensure a successful launch. The research can inform where to advertise a book based on where the target audience spends their time. For example, do readers spend their time on Facebook, or do they watch a lot of TV or read magazines? And advertising testing can help to determine if ads developed to promote a book resonate with the target reader audience. These are really just a few ideas. The options for using research are really endless.
Yeah, and what strikes me is I think a lot of authors, the first instinct is, do a Facebook survey or, survey their friends. And there's so much, first of all, there's bias involved when you're surveying your friends and family. Even if you're asking them to be unbiased, it's really great. Tell the human brain to be unbiased. Good luck with that. And you're asking them for, like you said, feedback on a title or, subject matter, just anything related to your book. It's really hard for people who know you, even just like as an acquaintance, to be totally unbiased, even if they think they are. So to me, what you're doing, it seems like it would be providing such, solid information and really much more objective and much broader information to authors than, say, popping up a survey on Facebook for their friends.
Absolutely. And we hear from the people who participate in research with us that level of kind of being anonymous helps them feel more comfortable being honest in the surveys that they're taking. So you definitely get more objective feedback, kind of taking a more formal research approach than the Facebook poll among your friends.
Yes, that's excellent. And yeah, you mentioned how you get people to respond to your surveys. You have a community, I'm sure that's on your website, Go Branded. I know it must be quite a community, since my little survey I did with you, I think you said it generated like over 13,000 responses. That was really impressive. So is it just solely through that community, or how else do you find people to take your surveys?
So yeah, the Branded Surveys community is 2 million strong. So we never have a shortage of people available, eager, excited to participate in research. And our member base is not only large, but also diverse. So we cover a wide range of demographic, behavioral, and attitudinal profiles. And our members come to us from a range of sources. So some people learn about us on Facebook or YouTube. Some people read about us in blog posts focused on topics like how to earn extra money and how to fill free time taking surveys. And some people just learn about us from their friends and family who also participate in research with us. We find that our members are motivated to sign up with us and participate in research to earn extra money, to have the opportunity to voice their opinion, and to learn about new products and services in the marketplace. We have many people who have been participating in research with us for years, and user experience is really a top priority for us. So we're constantly doing our own research on the people who take surveys with us, and making improvements to keep them happy and make sure that they stick with us.
That's awesome. That explains the quality of the results that I got from you. So, so much information here. Is there anything I missed that you wanted to kind of point out to my audience of authors, or did we cover everything?
A couple last things I'll highlight. One thing is just I'd recommend that authors add research as a tool in their toolkits if it's something that they're not already thinking about. Having insight from real people really gives you that ability to make data-driven decisions, which ultimately results in fewer surprises and more confidence in the path that you're following. Another thing I'd note is just that conducting research and evaluating data can also just be a great way to unblock writer's block. So over the course of my career, I've done a lot of writing, mostly white papers, blog posts, reports for clients. But whenever I'm stumped, I take a pause and look at data. So analyzing data or just seeing some new poll results can really expand my thinking on a topic and typically gives me a new perspective to bring back to my writing.
That is so cool. I never would have thought data as a solution to writer's block. So that's like the coolest answer. So I guess today's conversation falls under two of my pillars, productivity and mindset habits.
Exactly.
So great. So I assume, is everything at gobranded.com where people would connect with you and read more about, or is there anything anywhere else people should go as well?
Yeah, gobranded.com is our website. You can visit our site to learn more about what we do. You can also find information on signing up to participate in research with us on our website. So if any of your readers or your listeners are interested in diving in and taking some surveys, they can find out more information. You can also connect with Branded Research on LinkedIn. So we regularly post new insights that we're discovering from our community on LinkedIn.
Awesome. And thank you again so much for being on the show today, Kristen. This was a very cool conversation.
Thank you so much for having me. This has been wonderful.
Yeah. And thank you all for joining me here on Your Daily Writing Habit, where I am helping you write and finish writing an awesome book. And be sure and drop by my Inc. Authors group on Facebook to connect with other authors like yourself and also publishing resources. Everything will be in the show notes as usual. Until tomorrow, happy writing.